Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I'm going to repot this Shillings holly. And I'm a little confused about what to do because I had originally made this the front, and then after a pruning I decided that this would be the front, and then it would have to be repositioned in the pot. But now I'm kind of back to the original front being the front, so I guess it really doesn't matter one way or the other. So for this video, I'm just going to put it back in the pot in the orientation that it is. And this tree is pretty weak, so I'm not going to do a tremendous amount of root manipulation. I just want to rejuvenate the soil. And I have my soil in my hospital tray here. Ever been to the hospital? They give you your shaving cream and all the rest of your toiletries in these little trays. My father died in 2014 and I still have the trays. And I have another weed, which, if you look closely, is another oak tree. Got a whole bunch of those. I went and stuck them in some water. So, and as you can see, I've cleaned my tray off of the highly organic landscape mix that I've been using, because I save all my old bonsai soil too, just like wire. So if we pull this guy out of the pot, I don't expect a tremendous amount of root boundedness. Actually, it's not that bad. I think it's looking pretty good, actually. And I think I'm going to use the same pot. And I'm not even sure I'm going to clean it up. It's not that bad. Give it a little bit of a scrubbing. Okay. So I've decided to keep this at the front. So then I want to very gently begin removing the soil. Pull some of these weeds. This is oxalis, which is, it looks all nice and frilly, but it has a nasty taproot. Okay. Okay, so maybe hearing my neighbor railing on about something, but oh well. So this was a 3-gallon pot originally, and I think if we get down to it, you'll be able to see the original cut that I made. So there is still some ambient soil around the very base of this tree. You can see it right there. So this inside is the old landscape soil that it was in when it was growing as a landscape plant before I bought it. Sorry for knocking the camera. Of course, that's not the first time. Okay, we have a funky little root right here that kind of comes across the grain. So I'm going to take it off to right there. And we do have some of the root there, so see if we can't just take that guy out of there. And then really, the roots are nicer than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little less healthy. So then we have another root right here that I want to remove. And we have more weeds, which are really weeds. Like I said, most of this stuff is oxalis. And then maybe we could get a few roots here. And that's not bad. I'm going to do a little bit on the bottom. cut some of that off. When you're root pruning the bottom of a root ball, it's like the opposite of a little bit off the top. My barber analogy. Okay. Sorry about the wind. If the wind is actually bothering you. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't really want to grind in there. But once again, this time of winter is the time to do this for all eyelet shillings that I have. Okay, so now I'm going to save this old soil. What I'm going to do is let it dry on the tray and then get rid of all the roots like this and then just sift it again through my sifters. Because bonsai soil is basically all rocks. You don't want this stuff in there. The rest of it is basically just rocks. Sift it back and use it again. And now the question is, did I bring enough soil in my hospital tray? Of course, we can always solve that by just putting the plant a little lower. And actually, that's not that low at all. Okay. That looks pretty good. And now brand new soil, which I'm sure this tree will appreciate. Use my human chopstick, aka a finger. I think I'm going to go around the other side. As you can see, it's got a little bit of moss coming too. And I don't really ever promote moss. Sometimes you'll see people that actually lay the moss onto the bonsai like they're laying sod. I typically don't do that. My experience is that the moss will show up. And I also talk about not creating a mound when I repot, because if you create a really high mound like this with the soil, the soil's all just going to wash away anyway. So let the tree create the mound. As it grows into the pot, it'll lift itself up. Alright, that looks pretty good. And I'm actually amazed at myself that I didn't change the front. But I think this will make a nice front if we get this guy out of here. Our second main branch is kind of in a funky place on the inside of a curve. Like I said, this tree is weak. It needs to be, I don't want to say left alone, but oh look, I only have that little tiny bit of bonsai soil left. Oh, I guess I'll keep it. So once again, I originally was going to change the front to this, and I can still do that at some point. So now this tree needs a little bit of shade, water it really well, let it begin to show new growth, and then I'll fertilize it. So that's number one of about 4 or 5 that I need to do, all within about a week, and I've got another 12 junipers and 3 more trays of bald cypress, so I'm going to be a busy boy. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me that big thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you can watch this guy continue on his journey. Still young, but it's got great potential. I love the fact that Shillings make these big fat trunks real fast. And so please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment if you like. And that's it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.